Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it fly, and his throw is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Richard. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Back to the ground with the running back. There he goes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Richard. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Going long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Handoff to the lone back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mack, under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the right. And the plus territory, they stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Austin Mack. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Oh, and that is so close. That was almost 6 on the board for the return team. That is a game-changing type play. You change the momentum, you give your own team a spark with a return like that.
And so after the scintillating return, just don't looking for the end zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So the drive, if you want to call it that, covers just 2 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Mack. That's caught. It's Edwards. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Got rid of it just in time.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Throwing Mack. Here's a heat. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on 3rd down, and they're looking at 4th and plenty of work to do. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. I mean, this guy has some serious guts from its own end zone. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start gives him a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels, not able to connect with the quarterback on.
Makes the grab in their space. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down
is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long game. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch. And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagons to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The offense changing the play. Austin Mack. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Mack throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that was a great play call defensively.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Unleashes one deep. Makes the catch. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pinch. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Throwing Mack. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Mack. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell fires to the wideout. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. Inside. All the way back. Touchdown, Alabama.
And And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Back to throw, it's Hoover. He's going for it all. And here's the third interception of the night.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Keelan Russell hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Coming out with it, it's Morris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Going for it all. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Hurricanes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Turning it on! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! They take the lead with the 6.
And this offense adds to the lead. They've had a good day, showing you a little bit of everything. Running the football, throwing the football. They throw in the jet sweep. The defense has no answer. Nice blocking, and you just see speed kills. Speed on the outside, he takes it all the way to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll try to answer that opening scoring drive here in the second half. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Caught behind the line. It's Becker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nice move there. Brought down at the 47. Before he ripped off 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Throwing Russell. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. To the air, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Richard, and they're able to get him down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On the move, looking for a little slip, just plowing ahead. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Russell. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Rushes on him. What a grab with one hand. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
They go play action with Russell. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's still trying to get away, and he will not. Oh, what a terrible play. Where did he think he was going?
In all my years of watching college football, I have never seen anything quite as bad as that. That is nightmare fuel. That play will haunt me for the rest of my life.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Snap to the back. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Keelan Russell going to take a shot at this DB. Makes a grab right down the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out. If they're going to cut into this deficit, let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. So first down will open up the final period. We'll send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Richard. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Tide ready to roll on offense. And after that stop by the defense, a productive drive here. Snags it, and there's running room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pocket breaking down. Catch in stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Clemson Tide. Great job by the back on the option. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Throwing Russell. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. The 10. Touchdown tie. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Morris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
and try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's a throw downfield late. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Alabama! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it. They're going to have to throw. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with a W.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Richard. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.